What is up, guys? It's Fernando back with another video. Today we'll be doing my UFC 330 review. I'm gonna go through all the fights, starting with the main event, say what I think. We got a really good night of fights. Some absolute violence in the prelims and most of the main card. The two main events were kind of duds. A little bit stale. There was a few shit shows in the between, but I'd say like 80% of the card was just finishes and chaos. So let's get into it. We're gonna start off with the main event, which was Islam Makhachev versus Ian Garry. Now this fight, it kind of played out exactly how I thought. And by the way, my picks were awful tonight. If you listen to me, you lost a shit ton of money. I think I went like 6-5 and one. The one was the one fight that got canceled. But yeah, I was absolutely miserable. A lot of big underdogs won on this card, which was shocking, and they won in violent fashion. So I just want to get out the way. Not my best week, but like I said, back to the main event. It played out exactly like I thought it would be. Islam was able to get a hold of Ian Garry, and for the most part, he was able to get a single leg and shoot and get a single leg. He was able to drag him to the fence or drag him to the ground and pretty much just hold him. He really wasn't able to take him down or hold him on his back, which I was a little bit shocked, but every time Ian Garry would go to a knee or get to the fence and kind of lean up on the fence, he just couldn't get away from Islam. And that happened through the 1, 2, 4, and 5 rounds. And in round 3, Ian Garry really kept it on the feet and really tagged Islam throughout that and had his range and did a good third round, but it just wasn't enough. Islam was able to pick up the unanimous decision, so Islam did a real good job of that. And another complete thing that shocked me was in round 2, Ian Garry kind of pressed forward, was holding Islam against the fence, and as they were separating, Islam threw a nasty combination, and hit Ian Garry and dropped him with a left high kick. So this dude Islam is, as much as I hate to say, he's a problem. I really don't know who can beat this dude, but he goes on, he gets the win. And like I said, obviously we have the next contender, and I want to see this fight super bad, and that's Islam versus Carlos Prates, and I want to see that. So I think that's the next fight for him, because Carlos Prates has been going around nuking everybody. He's just been putting everyone to sleep. Like, no one's had nothing for Carlos Prates except Ian Garry. And I think that would be a good test for Islam, and especially for Carlos Prates. I think Islam would. Right now I'd put my money on Islam, just because of his striking, of how good it was in this fight. But I would love to see that one-hit power of Carlos Prates and that dog of Carlos Prates try and take out Islam. And as for Ian Garry, his stock didn't really take a hit too much. I mean, he looked good. I mean, he didn't get submitted. He was able to get back up to his feet. He just couldn't get Islam off of him. So, again, as much as it pains me to say, it was a lose for me, because I didn't want none of these guys to win. I don't see who beats Ian Garry either. Like, I mean, there's Shavkat Rakhmonov, but who knows when he's coming back. I don't even know if he's ever going to fight again. But you have he's already beaten Carlos Prates, so I think, like I said, Carlos Prates is going to be the next up for the title. Do you have him face a Marias or something like that? And I think Ian beats them. I think he beats a lot of the people in the top 5. But that's the beauty of the UFC, is we don't know until it happens. So. Again, not too good of a fight, but it was all right. In the co-main, we have Mackenzie Dern versus Jillian Robertson. This played out exactly how I thought it would play out too. I mean, it was just complete domination by Mackenzie Dern. She looked way thicker, way bigger, way stronger. And her striking was way better. She looked more aggressive, and once it got to the ground, it was wraps. Jillian Robertson was unable to get Mackenzie Dern off of her. The only thing Mackenzie Dern couldn't do was submit her, which I had $1 billion on. Like I said, she dominated in every facet of mixed martial arts, and I don't know why people thought Jillian Robertson had a chance here. I don't know. I didn't think she was that skilled, and it showed clearly. Mackenzie Dern dominated rounds 1 through 4, and then she kind of just let round 5 go. Jillian Robertson really held her down, but didn't do too much damage. So good win here for Mackenzie Dern. And what's next for her is, like I said prior to this fight, there's not too much in this women's division. Like it would have to be Zhang Weili for me. I really want to see her. That would be a real test for Mackenzie Dern, because Zhang Weili is an absolute savage on the ground, on the feet. She's real well-rounded. So we'll see about that. And as for Jillian Robinson, like I said, there's not too much to do in this division. It's not the most exciting. So great win for Mackenzie Dern. Great win for all the male UFC fans, because everyone loves Mackenzie Dern. Then we get Jalen Turner versus Kyle Fernandez. Quick 38 second, I believe it was. Nasty knockout with the left hook. Again, I picked Jalen Turner to win. I didn't think he would do it in this fashion. It started out like it looked like they were pretty even, and then he just hits him with a left hook, and the power this dude has for being as skinny and as lanky as he is, it's something to behold. So great win there, good fight. And on the second fight of the main card, we have Mansour Abdul Malik versus Dustin Stoltzfus. This was another shocker. It actually blew my mind. This dude, Dustin Stoltzfus, was able to stifle all the onslaught of Abdul and drag him into deep waters. He put it on him. He beat him up, and then he ended up getting a rear naked choke win. Great win for him. I thought this dude, Abdul Malik, was going to be a problem. Clearly not. He seemed to gas out pretty quickly. He's carrying a lot of muscle, a lot of explosive movements, which seemed to drain him real quickly. And just the grittiness of Dustin was able to take him out. We have Edson Barboza versus Esteban Ribovic. This was an absolute massacre. Esteban Ribovic destroys Edson Barboza. No problem. Just walks him down. Just goes straight forward, puts hands, feet, elbows, everything to Edson Barboza, and ends up TKOing him and an absolute ass whooping. The referee had to stop it on the feet. You couldn't see Edson Barboza taking any more damage. It was bad. This was bad. So great win for Esteban Ribovic. He's going to be near the top 15, maybe at Jalen Turner. That'd be good. And obviously after the fight we have Edson Barboza. He retires. Good to see it. You want to retire after an ass whooping like this. He's been in the game for many years, and he's had highlight reel knockouts throughout his career with those nasty kicks. Great way. Good for him for calling it quits. Congratulations. But again, Esteban Ribovic is a absolute problem, and he's young. He's hungry. And he's gonna be a problem. We have Joel Alvarez versus Chidi Njokuani. This was a shit show. They look like they were sparring. If you're gonna go out there and do that, just don't even fucking come to fight. That was embarrassment. Njokuani ends up picking up the victory with a decision victory. God awful fight. I cannot stand. These are almost as bad, or maybe even worse, than when someone gets held on the ground. Like if you're just playing a patty cake in the middle of the fucking octagon. Just don't even come to fight. I hate when, I've seen sparring sessions fucking hitting harder than this. This was a complete embarrassment. This was the one real down bad fight that we had on the night. So we'll just skip over that. We have Charles Johnson versus Eduardo Chapolin. Chapolin was on a short notice, 4 days, I believe. He comes in, he puts on a good fight for a couple rounds. But we have Charles Johnson able to pull off a twister here. He starts putting the pressure on Chapolin real quickly, putting the hands to him, kicks to him, and after he knocks him down pretty much, immediately wraps up what looks like he's trying to take the back and puts him in a twister and submits him here. Nice, nasty submission, something you don't see too often by Charles Johnson. So great win there. We have Deontay Johnson absolutely nuking Eric McConaughey with a straight left, putting him unconscious, taking out him and the referee. This was violence. Deontay Johnson, he said he wants to fight in multiple weight classes. This dude's sloppy, but he's entertaining. I don't see him ever being like a top-tier fighter, but he's entertaining, and he comes for violence, so I'm glad to see it. We have Vicente Luque versus Tresean Gore. These two really went at it. They trade on the feet and pretty much in the beginning of the fight. Luque threatens a Darce choke. We have some ground and pound by Tresean Gore, and in the third round they kind of slowed down a bit. They were pretty much even on the feet, but Tresean Gore was able to pick up the victory, but not without some damage. After the fight, this dude, I guess there was a knee that Vicente Luque threw and broke the jaw of Tresean Gore. His teeth were in the back of his fucking throat. It was nasty. It was gruesome. And then they even showed a picture of the coach holding Tresean Gore's teeth, a full tooth, not a broken tooth. Like the tooth was just ripped out of Trayshawn Gore's mouth. That was violent. But he was able to still pick up the decision victory over Vicente Luque. Again, I had that one wrong too. But either way, good fight. We have Lucas Fernando versus Rafael Tobias. Lucas Fernando, this 205er, this light heavyweight. He could be a problem. This dude's striking was so on point. He dominated through the entirety of the fight and then hit Tobias with a nasty stepping knee. Drops him, knocks him out. Nice finish by him. We need some more bodies in 205 because that division's really lacking. So great to see that. We have goddamn Neil Magny. Every time I think this dude isn't going to do something, he does something. He is able to take out Brahima. He's getting control for the majority of the fight, and then Brahimov just stops and gets his ass whooped by Neil Magny. Like who the hell gets their ass whooped by Neil Magny? Like dead ass. Like the dude is like 100 years old. He doesn't do anything good in particular. Like he's just not that good. Like this genuinely pissed me off. Again, lost money on this shit. Yeah. Good win for Neil Magny, I guess. He's like in the top number of victories in welterweight. Yeah, whatever. And then to start the night off, we had one of the greatest upsets in quite some time. We have Jeremiah Wells choking out unconscious Orlabai. Like this, Orlabai was dominating throughout the entirety of the fight. Jeremiah Wells puts a ninja choke, guillotine type of choke on him and chokes him unconscious. This was great. This was violent. Again, great way to open the card. But like I said, we had 7 or 8 finishes, whatever it was. So again, the card overall was fantastic. The 2 title fights, little bit of a downers, a little bit slow paced. Not too much going on there, but the rest of the card, it was great. I can't complain. Like I said before, the names on this card weren't big. It wasn't spectacular, but as a fight fan, it did its job, so that's good. So I can't wait to see. I will do, obviously, for next month's pay-per-view, I'll be doing predictions and reviews for that. For WWE, I missed yesterday. That episode of SmackDown was crazy, really good one. So I can't wait to get back on track with that. So I will see y'all then. Have a good one.